You've worked hard to build this muscle, so when it's time to lose fat, the last thing you want is to lose all your progress with it. But here's the truth. Most people lose way too much muscle when cutting, not because of genetics, but because of the basic mistakes. So I'm gonna give you a clear strategy to retain maximum muscle mass while losing fat. So let's get into it. Let's start with the biggest mistake people make: going too aggressive on calories. If you're eating like 700 or 1000 calories below your maintenance, you will lose muscle no matter how much protein you eat. That's because your body needs calories to maintain the muscle just like it needs protein. In my personal experience, the perfect sweet spot is a small deficit of about 300 to 500 calories max. That allows your body to burn fat without panicking and tapping into the muscle tissue. Yes, it's slower, but if you care about muscle retention, it's the only way to do it properly. Now here's an important question so many people ask me. When should I stop cutting? How long should this go on? Now there's no perfect answer to this, but there are some signs your body gives you when it's time to stop. If your performance in the gym is consistently dropping, you feel constantly fatigued or moody even after enough sleep, or you're lean but starting to look flat and stringy, when you've hit that point, you know it's time to reverse diet out. Start adding calories back slowly, reduce cardio, and maintain or transition into a lean bulk. Take a break from cutting for a few weeks, then start it back. Keep repeating this process till you reach your desired body fat. Cutting should only be a temporary phase, not a permanent lifestyle. Now, just because you're in a deficit doesn't mean you start lifting lighter or backing off. You need to keep training heavy. Keep going close to failure. If you stop giving your muscles a reason to stay, they will go. And hard training is the signal. Even when cutting, you're telling your body, I still need this muscle. So if you drop that intensity, the signal disappears and the muscles don't feel the need to stay. So keep training hard. When cutting, your protein requirements actually go up. Why? Because your body becomes more likely to break down muscle for energy. So I would suggest aim for 2.2 to 2.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight instead of the normal 1.8 to 2 grams. For me, that's around 140 to 160 grams of protein per day. It also helps me staying full for longer because protein is the most thermogenic macronutrient and burns more calories during digestion. So you're getting double benefit: more muscle retention and easier fat loss. Now here's something a lot of people overlook. Carb timing matters. Yes, total carbs for the day is important, but when you eat them matters too. You want to keep most of your carbs around your workouts because they digest super quick and give you instant energy. So you don't want to have a lot of carbs away from your workouts because they will digest fast and make you hungrier sooner. Pre-workout carbs gives you the energy to train hard, and post-workout carbs help you recover and refill glycogen. If you avoid carbs near your workouts, your performance can significantly drop, and that leads to a poor stimulus, which again risks muscle loss. So no, this isn't just a bro rule. It actually helps preserve muscle when cutting. Now, a common question I get is, if my strength is going down, am I losing muscle? Well, not always. Sometimes it's just flat glycogen from lower carbs or bad sleep or stress. But if you notice your strength consistently dropping week after week, that's a big sign you're in too big of a deficit or not recovering properly. In that case, you need to slightly increase your calories, especially carbs, and reduce your cardio a little bit if you're doing it. Next, this is an important one. Don't cut your fats too low. This was probably the biggest mistake I made in my cut. Fats are very essential for hormone production, especially testosterone. And going too low wrecks your total energy, libido, mood, which is why you don't push as hard in the gym. And that indirectly impacts your ability to hold on to muscle. So I would suggest stick with at least 0.8 grams of fat per kilogram of body weight. For me, that's around 50 grams daily because I'm 63 kgs. You need to balance your protein, fats, and calories. Don't let one suffer at the cost of the other. Now, one final bonus question for all of you who stuck till the end. I will be answering how much cardio should you do and when should you start doing cardio. The truth is, you don't need cardio on day one of the cut. Your diet should create the initial and most of the deficit. Cardio is just a tool to help later when fat loss slows down. Start with 2 to 3 only low intensity sessions per week for around 30 to 40 minutes. I would suggest avoid doing high intensity cardio unless you're specifically weight training for it. I personally feel that it interferes with your hypertrophy training and recovery because it does add a ton to the overall fatigue accumulated throughout the week. If you still want to go for it, I would suggest keep it completely at a separate day to minimize any interference with your recovery. So to sum it up, if you want to lose fat without losing muscle, use a small calorie deficit, keep training heavy, eat more protein than you think you need, time your carbs around your workouts, don't let your strength drop without checking your recovery, keep fats in a healthy range, and use low intensity cardio only when necessary. It's not about suffering, it's about strategy. Like the video if this helped, and subscribe for more science based no fluff content, and I'll see you in the next one.